have a special reading guest, and I'm very excited about it because I had to go a very long ways to find her. In fact, it was like 4,500 miles away to find her. And so I had been wanting some people to read for me, and it just so happened that I have this very special friend who lives across the sea, somewhere along the sea, somewhere waiting for me. Anyways, so she lives in a little town called London. And if you're wondering what part of the world that is, that would be London, England. And London, England, so I am told, is part of the UK, the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom is like the daddy. England's like the mama. And London is like the baby. So my favorite Pauline is going to be reading tonight. And she is going to be reading about a dinosaur that scribbles. And I think you're going to like her. I'm very excited. So, all right, girls.
I recently got a pet dinosaur. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a dinosaur scribble. Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, dinosaurs are so strong and powerful. So why can't they scribble? I thought if you give him just one crayon, what could go wrong? Well, I'll tell you. He took off running towards the wall. "Don't scribble on walls, only paper," I yelled. Thank goodness my dinosaur has a short attention span. Just before he was going to scribble on the wall, he noticed a couple of stones instead. He started to scribble on one of the stones. That's great. But there was just one problem. He really couldn't see the scribble. I could tell he had another idea. He went to grab the paint. This wasn't going to end well. But surprisingly, he didn't make as big a mess of it as I thought he would. He just quietly painted his little stone and it turned out awesome. But then he got another idea. he wanted to paint dinosaur-sized stones. It didn't take long before he was rolling boulders into the room, one after another. It had become the biggest rock pile I had ever seen. And the way he painted the rocks, though, they were truly extraordinary. But you couldn't see my floor or my bed anymore. I had to find a place for this rock pile, and quick. Then I heard a noise down the hall. I popped my head out of the door. My mum was standing right there. Before my mum could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it all started, you see, when I heard never to let a dinosaur scribble. But I had to find out why. So I gave my dinosaur a crayon and then he ran towards the wall with it. Thank goodness he got distracted with some stones, some small stones, and started scribbling on them instead. But he couldn't see the scribble at all. So he got some paint. And he loved it so much that he got bigger stones. Only he made a big mess. I'm sorry. Sorry. My mum peeked round the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made some spectacular stone art. When I turned round, there was just a little pile of stones on my table and no gigantic rock pile. But it's still some of the best art ever. All this time, people wanted to stop dinosaurs from scribbling. It could be because they draw on walls and make a gigantic rock pile. But if my dinosaur never scribbled, he would never have learned how to make this amazing stone art. So next time you hear never let a dinosaur scribble, just remember, all great art starts with a scribble. And even dinosaurs have to start somewhere. Night night.